Hello everyone, Josh first back at it again with some more Epic 7, and today we got the new February 27th, this Wednesday update for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new patch notes. And as always, I will have the link in the description below, so do not worry. Now, quickly going through this because I don't want to take too much time. There is a little bit of controversy over the new artifact that we're getting. There's a possibility that there is another mistranslation, except this time it happened within the app by Smilegate themselves or Super Creative, whoever. So there's a chance that it may not be as good as advertised here in the update, but who knows? But we're going to talk about that when we get there. Also, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video later today talking about our guild. We finally broke the top 100. So we're going to talk about that, our winning strategy, how we set that all up, and how we've been doing it pretty much since the start for the most part. So that's going to be pretty cool. That'll be coming some point later today. Now, we have the special side story, So the Rose May Bloom week 3. So we already knew that this was coming. Now we can all finally get that free one Mulligora Go, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's very, very important for a lot of us. So that'll be coming, as you guys can see here. Got Jenna up there chilling. Like, why not? You guys know all this stuff. I mean, we've been doing it for the past 2 weeks. We'll be getting the Signet Ring this time. Last week we had Secret Letter, and the week before it was Royal Rose. I don't need to go over the rewards. You guys have seen them in the shop for the past 2 weeks, so I'm not going to go into that. Like I said, we get the free Mulligora Go, which is going to be nice. We're going to have, it looks like at least three hidden missions there, that we can see. There might be more, but 3. We are getting 2 new pieces of gear as well, much like last week, except this week they're not that great. I mean, they might be good for some of you, but we're getting a defense set and a rage set. And you'll notice there's a theme going on with this week's update. They're really trying to push for mages to be decent. And they're really trying to push, from what I can tell, AoE attacks. Because they want you to rock that Celestial Mercedes. I'm just joking. Hey. So we got the Thornvine Whip and the Oath Ring. The Oath Ring and the Thornvine Whip are both 71 grade epics. And like I said, defense and rage set. Substats pretty nice. Like I said, I mean, they're good. Substats are great, obviously, as they usually are when we get these free epic tier gears. But I don't know if those sets are going to be something that you guys are looking forward to. But yep, rage set and defense, there you go. Abyss Floor 90 is now open, and with it brings some new reputation rewards, which we'll talk about in a moment. As you can see here, Abyss 90 gives you 2,000 Sky Stones and only 8 Gold Transmit Stones, which tells me there's probably going to be an Abyss Floor up to 100, which will probably give you a bigger chunk of Gold Transmit Stones, much like Abyss 70 did. So we'll see where that goes, but 2,000 Sky Stones and 8 Transmits is pretty nice. I'm not sure what 81 to 89 is going to offer you, but we'll find out soon enough after today's maintenance. Let's see here. So Abyss Floors 1 through 80 all received a nerf. They reduced the attack and health by 5%, so that'll help a lot of you climb a little bit. I mean, hey, they've done that quite a few times now, so it's been a lot easier since it was on day 1. One of the sand mushrooms that appears in the first round of Abyss Floor 50 has been replaced with 1 King Slime. So they took out one of the mushrooms because I think a lot of people were having problems with Floor 50 with the mushrooms because the mushrooms were just a very bad idea. Like, they're just, you got to have specific units to really better yourself and deal with those mushrooms. And for a lot of people, if they didn't pull those select units or didn't build those up properly, you may find that the mushrooms are very, very difficult. One of the more difficult aspects of Abyss. So they went ahead and tried to help out on Floor 50. So that was pretty nice and very unexpected. I didn't imagine them to do any kind of nerfs with Abyss. But they did. They did a nerf on Floor 50 and a nerf to all floors 1 through 80 with the 5% deduction on some of the stats. So that's pretty cool. And here are some of the new reputation rewards that you can get. If you clear Floor 85, you get 180 Stigma, 50 reputation points, which, the reputation points in this game have a bad, pun intended, reputation for giving you pretty lousy rewards for the most part. And Floor 98 much better, as you can see, 210 Stigma and 50 reputation points. Meet the Nocturnes Challenge. You're going to be fighting Ludwig now for this week's challenge. And we'll be getting an artifact called Radiant Forever and some other various rewards as well. As you can see, there is the stage. Pretty cool stuff. And, you know, some of the rewards, of course, the new artifact is droppable. You can receive, of course, EXP, Stigma, and Gold, as always. There are some missions here, and the drop rate for the artifact is 3% on normal, 7% on hard, and 20% on hell. Let's see here. So, it's a mage exclusive, and it says, let's just go by the max level. Max level increases damage of all attacks against boss and elite monsters by 50%. Now, a lot of us are thinking, all attacks, that means your whole party is just OP if you have any kind of mage in your team. Even if it's a bad mage, it doesn't matter because that 50% stacked onto an attack up from like a buffer like DN or Tamarine is nuts. But unfortunately, due to what a lot of people are telling me, now, we don't have 100% confirmation at the moment of me recording this. We may in a few minutes or an hour from now, who knows. But at the recording of this video, we do not know 100%. But I do believe a lot of people are saying that there's a translation on this, and that it's supposed to say increased damage of all AoE attacks or of AoE attacks of the caster by 50%, which is still really good. It kind of sucks for C. Dominiel, though. But if it stays this way, even if it's just for the caster or if it's for your whole party, this is a very, very strong and very powerful free-to-play 4-star artifact. Probably one of the better ones we've gotten for free in this game, if not the best one we've gotten for free in this game, because that is huge, because it's not just bosses, it's elite monsters as well, which a lot of us like to refer to as mini-bosses. So this is actually pretty hype either way. Of course, it won't be as good if it is for AoE attacks only, because that kind of screws C. Dominiel, which a lot of us probably saw this and were like, wow, that's instantly going to level 30 that son of a bitch, and it's going to go on our C. Dominiel. Sorry for the language, but it just felt, you know, relevant at the time. But if it is for AoE attacks only, that's definitely going to change up your game plan, but still, it's hard to pass up possible 50% on elites and boss monsters. That is huge. Even if it only is for AoE attacks. Now, it depends if it's going to be AoE attacks for your whole party, or if it's going to be AoE attacks for your mage only, or whatever. We'll have to see when they clean those translations up. Otherwise, at the moment, it's pretty broken. But either way, it's a really good one. I definitely advise and recommend you guys to definitely go in and try and get this, because either way, that is really, really good. Especially if you have a mage right now that you're maining that does AoE attacks, because then either way, no matter what the translations are, you're good to go. So we're gonna get clarification on that, hopefully, you know, sometime today. But anyways, from what I can tell, still a very, very good. It could go from, oh my god, must have, level 30 OP, put that on any mage, and especially C. Dominiel, Celestial Mercedes, for example, amazing. Or it goes to, okay, it's still really, really good, and I'm still going to go for it. So either way, it's going to be good. It's just the hype levels may fluctuate, depending. But so that's pretty cool. I'm digging that. Here's some of the reputation rewards. Looks like you can clear 10 times any difficulty, get the artifact, 30,000 gold, 1 gold transmit, which we all love those for clearing hell difficulty. And for clearing hard difficulty, you get 3 silver transmit stones. Not bad. Goblin's Treasury, we get 500,000 gold now, everyone. So all the complaining about gold, about the goblin thing being pretty much worthless, only giving you 50,000. A lot of people were telling you, hey, we could just do 2 hunts and get that all the time. So that's useless having that special thing, you know. But now it gives you 500,000 gold. That is what's up. That is what's up. All right, so Ludwig got buffed. A lot of you may be excited, or maybe you don't care. But he now on his, I believe, his Starlight skill, attacks with magic with 60%, maximum 75. Chance to steal 1 buff, increases caster's combat readiness by 15% if buffed. So they added the 15%. His Call of the Full Moon is now, let's see what he's doing here. After awakening, attacks all enemies with Nocturne magic, penetrating defense by 50% if the caster is invincible. And then this is the part they've added. A critical hit will grant the caster a barrier for 2 turns with increasing strength proportional to the caster's attack. So that is nice. They gave him a little bit of protection for himself and a boost in attack. Not bad. Other improvements and bug fixes. Basically, they're telling you about how Specimen Saz and Kitty Clarissa will be leaving the Mystic Summon soon to be replaced with others on the 13th of next month. Some various bug fixes here. An issue has been fixed in which the number of attacks from Luna's skill Infinity Slash was not random under certain conditions. An issue has been fixed in which passive effects were activated even additionally, even if the target resisted the effect of Assassin Sid skill Swift Action, which they also fixed the bug where it would not activate when he defeats an enemy on that skill Swift Action. So Assassin Sid got a little bit of a fix there. They are going to be updating the powder shop, which they will now be including the charms. They took those out of the coins and now are allowing you to use powder, which I don't know how some of you may feel about that. You may be happy or very disappointed. I don't know. You can let me know all that and more in the comment section below, as always. But I am personally happy because on our account that we're rocking right now, we don't have Rod, and I really need that for DN or even Tamarine. Very, very powerful artifact. We can now go ahead and pick that up. It is in the side shop as well as Song of Stars, Abyssal Crown, Wind Rider, Strat Gauntlet, Highlag Lance, Moonlight Dreamblade, Water's Origin, and of course there they are, the Lesser Artifact and Greater Artifact Charms. So, and of course the Bottle of Knowledge. Equipment: when enhancing an artifact charm, the amount of EXP received has been increased by 20%, so that'll help increase your artifacts a little bit. They debuff the attack of Death Sentence in Royal Capital as Macallus. Hell, damage dealt by the Executioner Carcanus. And likewise did the same thing with the no longer kills targets whose health is not below half. Then there's some guild improvements here. I'm not going to go over all that. You guys can take a look at that if you want. They made the UI a little bit more quality of life changes to the UI a bit for Hero Friendship. How you can look at the devotion within the character menu. It shows you what is available in the selective summon drop list now. Let's see here. You can now check the boss guide information during the boss fights. That's pretty much about it. And there's some miscellaneous little things here and there. Nothing really serious. So that is pretty much all the updates for this week. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Until next time, please subscribe and go ahead and drop a like on the video if you did. As always, comment below what you guys think about these updates. Are you happy? Are you unhappy? Let me know all that and more again. And join us in the Discord in description below so we can keep the conversation going before and after the video. Until then, I wish you all farewell and have a great day wherever you are. Until next time, peace.